The suitcase gaped open on our bed, its black leather mouth spilling secrets I wasn't meant to see. I stood frozen in the doorway, keys still jangling in my hand, the air conditioner humming faintly in the background. Nestled between neatly folded blouses and her laptop charger were a pair of gleaming handcuffs and a coiled black whip, the leather glinting like a warning under the bedroom light. Elise stood over the suitcase, humming softly, oblivious to my presence as she tucked a silk scarf around the items. My stomach lurched. This wasn't her. This couldn't be her. I didn't yell. I didn't storm in. Instead, I pressed myself against the wall, pulse hammering, trying to make sense of what I'd just seen. Elise, the methodical, predictable woman who alphabetized our spice rack, cried at pet adoption commercials, packing handcuffs and a whip for a work trip. I almost laughed, absurdity clawing at me. Was she undercover? A secret agent? A kink enthusiast I'd somehow never noticed in 8 years of marriage? The sound caught in my throat, sharp and bitter. Downstairs, the kitchen clock ticked too loudly. Each second was a needle pricking my skin. I poured a trembling glass of water, half spilled onto the counter. Elise called from the bedroom, casual and bright, "I'll be ready in 10 minutes. Ready for what? Her Chicago conference, which she'd been vague about for weeks. Her words brushed past my questions like smoke. I climbed the stairs, each step heavier than the last. She zipped up the suitcase, auburn hair catching the light, turning to smile at me. That smile, once disarming, felt like a lie now. I asked, "Need help with anything?" Her eyes flickered, just a moment, before she shook her head. "Just double-checking I didn't forget anything," she said. Smooth, practiced. But the slight tremor in her hands betrayed her. Was she nervous, or was I projecting guilt where there was none? After she left for the airport, I sat in the too-quiet living room. The TV flickered with a sitcom I wasn't watching. The house felt wrong, too big, too still, as if holding its breath. I wandered to her closet, drawn like a moth to flame, desperate to prove myself wrong. There, tucked behind tax documents, was a locked metal case. My heart sank. I didn't have the key, but the case's existence was enough. A secret she'd kept from me in our shared home. Sleep eluded me that night. My dreams fractured with images of Elise in places I couldn't reach, laughter echoing with someone else's voice. By morning, I was a mess, eyes bloodshot, mind a tangle of suspicion and doubt. I called her. Thumb hovering over the dial for a full minute before pressing. Her voice came through, bright but distant, airport noise humming behind her. "Hey, hon, just landed. Everything okay?" "Yeah," I lied, voice tight. "Just checking in. How's the conference?" "It's fine. Busy. You know how these things are." She laughed, but it was off-key, forced. The next 2 days were torture. I went through the motions, work, gym, microwave dinners, but my mind replayed every memory for clues, the new perfume she wore, a mysterious work friend, the locked laptop. Each small detail became a pinprick, cumulative, bleeding me dry. On the 3rd day, I checked our shared cloud account. Work calendar, Chicago trip, but no details. Emails mundane, nothing incriminating. Then I saw it, a hotel receipt forwarded from her work email to her personal one. 2 guests. 1 room. My vision blurred. When Elise came home, I was waiting in the kitchen. Receipt printed, lying on the table like a guillotine. She froze, suitcase still in hand, face paling. "Derek, what's this?" Her voice barely a whisper. "You tell me," I said, voice shaking with rage. Who's the second guest? And what's with the handcuffs, the whip? Her shoulders slumped. She sank into a chair, hands covering her face. It's not what you think. God, Derek, it's not an affair. Then what is it? I snapped. Because it looks like you're living a double life. Her eyes reddened. Tears spilled over. It's a side job. I didn't want you to know. I was embarrassed. It's role-playing for clients. High-end, discreet. I started last year when we were struggling with the mortgage. I didn't know how to tell you. Not an affair, but a betrayal all the same. She'd lied. Hidden a part of herself. Let strangers into a space that was supposed to be ours. Why didn't you tell me? I whispered. Did you think I wouldn't understand? I was scared you'd look at me differently. Scared you'd leave, she admitted, voice breaking. I wanted to scream. To forgive. To hold her. To walk away, all at once. But I stood silent as the woman I loved became a stranger. The truth wasn't relief. It was a jagged wound. We sat in the kitchen until dawn, talking, crying, unraveling 8 years of trust. She swore it was just a job. That she'd quit. That she'd never meant to hurt me. I wanted to believe her, but the handcuffs, the whip, the locked case, they lingered like ghosts, whispering doubts I couldn't silence. The twist wasn't that she'd hidden something from me, it was that she had thought she had to carry the weight of her secret alone, believing I couldn't handle the truth. And now, staring at her tear-streaked face, I realized, trust, once fractured, takes more than explanations to mend.